So what is up guys, and welcome back to another video. My name is Declan and today I'm going to be going over some brand new kind of background information based around the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update vehicles and weapons that I want to bring to you guys today as a video to kind of keep you guys updated on these, as well as keep you guys informed a little bit more about these vehicles and weapons in general. Now, before we do quickly begin, I do want to officially announce that I am in fact going to be doing an $8 million Megalodon shark card giveaway, guys. I know I don't really do giveaways too much on the channel, so considering the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update is just around the corner, I thought I'd go ahead and do an $8 million Megalodon shark card giveaway. So to enter it, guys, just simply click the link down in the description down below, and that will show you several ways that you can enter it from there. And also on top of that as well, I'm also going to be dropping Xbox Live and PlayStation Network cards over on my Twitter in the coming days. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter as well, and as soon as I tweet out that I'm going to be dropping codes, get ready, because I'm going to be dropping the codes instantly on Twitter, and it's going to be the first person who grabs the code and inputs it pretty much wins the code. So that's kind of how it's going to work on Twitter as well. So with that being said, getting into the main portion of the video, once again going to be going over some background information based around the vehicles and weapons included with the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update, and starting off with the Progen T20. Progen being a brand new manufacturer in GTA 5, of course, the Progen T20 being the only car within this manufacturer as of now. But a little bit about this vehicle: the Progen T20 is a two-door hypercar, which I'll go into a little bit more details here shortly, to be introduced in Grand Theft Auto Online as a part of the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update. Similar to the Turismo R, it bears a curved front design similar to the LaFerrari and McLaren P1 as seen in the screenshots and images on screen. The car features a modification adding a large intake on the hood, intakes on the roof, splitters on the front and sides, and a large carbon fiber composites as a grille at the front of the vehicle. A little bit about the customization options on there that we can expect on this vehicle. Now, a word or term that really kind of caught my eye, which was used for this car, of course, was the term hypercar from the wiki page, and I feel as though this word was very loosely used with this and doesn't really mean too much, because which I'll go into a little bit more details here shortly on. But for those of you who don't know, the word hypercar is very debatable. A lot of people don't really like to use the word. A lot of people debate on what a vehicle should be classed as hypercars, but to put it simply, the word hypercar is pretty much defined as a top tier supercar that bests all or most of the elements of standard supercars in today's era, or within the area of the vehicle that you're talking about. So the fact that this is classed as a hypercar, I think the only other hypercar classed within GTA 5 according to the wiki page is the Entity XF, which I don't really understand, because things like the Adder in GTA 5, the Pagani Huayra, which in GTA 5 is known as the Pegassi Osiris, they should also be classed as hypercars on the wiki page, but for some reason they're classed as supercars, where in reality, you know, the Osiris in real life being the Pagani Huayra, that is technically classed as a hypercar in real life. So I feel as though the term was very loosely based and doesn't really mean much, but it could also kind of point towards this vehicle being very good and very expensive at the same time. Hypercars are usually a lot more expensive than supercars in general, and the fact that it's classed as a hypercar could be insinuating that it may be one of the fastest vehicles in the game. That is me jumping out on a limb there once again. I do feel as though it was loosely used, but it could also point in that direction as a possibility. But anyway, moving on to the next vehicle, we have the Coil Brawler, and the description for this reads: the Coil Brawler is an off-road buggy featuring Grand Theft Auto Online to be included with the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update. The vehicle is heavily based on the Local Motors Rally Fighter. It has a buggy-like design with off-road modifications and attachments. Once again, giving a little bit of information there about the modifications on this vehicle, and I have to say this vehicle is an absolute beast of a vehicle. It's big, it's brash, it's powerful, and it's really everything you'd want to see in your ultimate off-roading vehicle. This thing is built for any terrain. It can go up mountains, down mountains, probably swim on water as well for all we know, but all I'm saying is that this vehicle is going to be an all-round perfect vehicle for you guys as the ultimate off-roading vehicle in GTA 5. For the next vehicle, we have the Dinka Vindicator, the very bulky motorcycle featuring Grand Theft Auto Online, once again to be coming in the Ill-Gotten Gains Part 2 update. The design: the Vindicator is based on the Honda NM4 Voltus, with the rears briefly having the features as a Honda Range Adventure. It has a custom seat and lacks the front light, but instead it is split into two. So what kind of caught my eye here was it pretty much has a custom seat according to the wiki page. So the sheer fact that it has a custom seat, does that mean that we can customize the seat, change the colors and stuff like that? I presume we can change the colors on it, but will it be customizable in different varieties and stuff like that? I guess we will have to wait and see. Next up, we have the Vapid Chino, a two-door car that appears to be similar to the Virgo in GTA 5, being a large two-door coupe body style of the late 1960s design, with a few modifications on it that are very unique to this vehicle. Apparently, according to the Rockstar Newswire, as well as the images that you guys can see on screen, the car can be fitted with a Los Santos Customs plaque, similar to the Peyote, which can also have the same customization option. So, a very unique customization option there. Once again, the only vehicle kind of having the same one is the Peyote, and are definitely going to be a highly customizable vehicle within the world of Grand Theft Auto Online. For the next vehicle on the list, we have the Inverter Coil Blackfin, pretty much the classic sports car to be introduced with this update. A little bit about the design of this vehicle. The car is mainly based on the 1957 Corvette convertible, which also shares some similarities with the Casco in GTA 5, especially around the front fascia, grille and lights of the Casco in general. The grille and headlights resemble those found on the Austin Healey sports cars, as well, just, to keep you guys updated on that vehicle. For the final vehicle of today, before we do move on to the weapons, we have the Lampatito, being the speedboat within the world of Grand Theft Auto Online. The boat appears to be based on the River Aquarama Lamborghini. I completely said the word Aquarama. I can't even say the word properly, to be honest, but it pretty much takes a similar appearance from the speeder boat already in Grand Theft Auto 5, sharing the initial wood-long design and appears to include mounted lighting with a variety of different coloured woods. Of course, this also being a very luxury type of boat, you can expect this to cost a lot of money in GTA 5. A little bit of trivia behind this boat: the word Toro, of course, being Lampatito, also means bull in Italian and Spanish. So for all you Italian and Spanish people out there, the Lampatati bull is what this boat may be called for you guys. But anyway, with that being said, moving on to the weapons. Now we do have some slight background information, I guess you could say, with some slight more details on them. And we're going to start off with the Marksman pistol. Once again, the awesome pistol that was shown on the Rockstar Newswire. And as you all know, the Marksman pistol is an upcoming weapon with this update. It is described as a single shot weapon with high damage per shot, very similar to the musket, and it also resembles the Thompson Center Contadere as it's in real life comparison. And I'm kind of curious to see how this weapon is going to perform in GTA 5. Could it be really overpowered because of the high damage on it? Or it kind of depends as well on the reload speed and of course the fire rate and things along those lines as well. So I guess we will have to wait and see. It seems very good, looks awesome, and I cannot wait for that weapon in general. For the next weapon making its way, we have the Knuckle Duster, which was also featured in previous GTAs as well, commonly known as the Brass Knuckles. But the Knuckle Duster has a few details on it which kind of have a few references. For instance, the Knuckle Duster in GTA Online, so far from the image that we've seen, has 4 V letters in the standard GTA font being priced down on it, clearly referencing Grand Theft Auto 5 in general. But this could also reference the idiom a bunch of fives, meaning a fist or a punch. If you don't know, a bunch of fives can mean to punch someone, or you're about to fist them or something, which sounds very weird, but yep, that's also what it could mean or reference, also as another reference for that. But either way, guys, that pretty much wraps it up for this video today. Once again, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background information based on this, as well announced the giveaway that I am going to be doing. Once again, guys, $8 million giveaway, linked down below. Just click that link, it will tell you what to do, and several ways that you can enter yourself a few times to increase your chances of winning that as well. So with that being said, hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you guys later with a brand new video.